And here we go again. We're back with another episode of the Who You Got podcast. Your dreams have come true. It's a Thursday night, and the three of us are here. We haven't done this in a while, Jimmy, so I'm going to do it. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to get to us, please hit us up at whoyougot33@gmail.com. I'll monitor the email. I tried to give Jimmy that job, but, as par for the course, he's not going to do it. So you can do that. And then, hey, give us a follow. Please hit the like, subscribe button, all those things. Check out our YouTube channel. Watch the shorts there. I try to cut up the best parts of the show for us. Post those there. So if you don't have time to watch the hour and a half or listen to the hour and a half, you can go over to the YouTube channel and see the highlights. All right. We're going to do it a little differently now going forward. We will do one show a week. Me and Jimmy talked about it. We're going to do one show a week, Ryan, until they report for training camp. Then we'll go back to 2 shows a week when we start getting the NFL season. But for now, we'll post a show Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending on when we can get it out. Until we get to the end of July, then we're going back to the 2-show routine through the NFL season and probably through the tournament like this year. And how we're going to do the show going forward, too, is we're going to give you the hot topics, the takes we have, and then at the end of the show, we'll give you our picks and predictions. We'll do our gambling at the end of the show. That way, if you want to fast forward to the end, just hear the picks, feel free. If you want to hear what we have to say on the hot topics in the sports world, that'll be at the front end of the show. So with that said, I'll start the way I always do. Give Jimmy the mic. Any hot topics in the UFC or the world of fighting?
Well, it's a hot topic. Ryan's favorite store as a high school kid. But what I would say is that, he was all goth. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. It's going to be live time, so you're going to have to wake up early to catch these fights. But if you're drinking your coffee and you want some action, this card takes place in Australia. So as such, they do a good job of this. It's full of Australian fighters. Bad news, it's only a handful of good ones. So, but they usually skew the card so that they get a couple wins. The main event, JDM, Carlos Prates, absolutely going to be a great fight. Clearly, I'm going to tell you to root for Prates because he's exciting as can be. He's on a tear. He knocks everybody out with the exception of the one fight that we spoke about when he fought Gary, Ian Machado Gary, that if it would have went longer, he might have got him out of there. JDM's a great striker. Just got dominated by Makhachev when he moved up from 155 to 170. But, if you look at JDM's list of wins, it's impressive. Like, I'm not going to say it's not, but, he beat Bilal Muhammad, who was the champ, but wasn't the dominant champ. I don't think Bilal actually defended his belt. Gilbert Burns just retired. He was an awesome fighter, but at the end of the rope. Kevin Holland, really good, won a split decision, and he hasn't knocked that. Well, he knocked Gilbert Burns out, but a lot of people have. I think that Carlos Prates is a steal here at minus 122. I know we're going to go back over bets later, but I'm just surprised that this is so close. It's moving towards JDM. So I don't know if somebody knows something. I don't know if there's an injury out there, but I got to think Carlos is the guy. That's really exciting. Move down the card a little bit. Steve Erceg's fighting Tim Elliott. That should be a really good fight. Nothing we need to break down here because it doesn't have any real title contention with it. Steve Erceg came out of the gate really well, and then he went through a little bit of a tough streak. But he's a tough guy, and he's Australian, so he's on this card. Tim Elliott's tough, but he should theoretically be overmatched. Erceg went after he fought for the belt, lost to Pantoja. He lost 2 more fights, but he lost. He won his last fight. I think he beat Ode Osborne, if I'm not mistaken. And then Tai Tuivasa is fighting, and he's always exciting. That should be. He's fighting Louis Sutherland. Somebody's getting knocked out in that fight. I don't know who, but that's going to be a really exciting fight. So it's really all I got for you. There's not a lot to really dive into because the only fight that has any possible title ramifications is a JDM Carlos Prates fight.
I got to tell you, your podcast gold. You really are. I mean, just so everyone can see what I go through. I try to put us in a little, structure for the show. I try to, produce.
I know, and I thought of it.
I call Jimmy Monday, and I say, "Hey, Jimmy, I think we should flip the script." And I think and Jimmy's like, "Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what we should do. Let's do hot takes first, and then we'll get to the gambling thing." I throw it to Jimmy. He says, "No, there's no stories, but let me give you my full UFC breakdown that I was going to do at the end of the show, like we had completely discussed on Monday."
Well, this is I was just using the betting line as proof that it's going to be a good fight, and I don't really understand why Prates isn't a bigger favorite because it can tell you the line. I didn't say I was going to bet it yet. I have some bets. I have some bets that we'll get to at the end of the fight.
Ryan left.
Yeah. Brian, you're out.
He's so insulted about the way you just flipped the script. He left.
He's done. He's out of here. He's buying his black hoodie and
he's
black
back.
pants. Oh, now he's back.
He's
Ah,
back.
there he is. There he is.
I killed my VPN, and now you guys look normal again. I just had to reload the page.
Good. So anyway, that's what I can't figure out, but it's going to be a great fight. I've got a couple bets on this card that we'll go after at the end of the fight.
So I have one thing in the fighting
end of
world,
the podcast. Sorry,
the fighting whatever entertainment world, and that is. Did you watch any of the Hogan documentary that dropped on Netflix?
It was amazing. You guys talked
started
about
watching it.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's a definite watch. The Untold series or whatever, the Netflix sports, they do a great job producing these documentaries. But it verified one thing for me. Hogan's great. Don't get me wrong. He changed the sport. The Undertaker is the greatest of all time. As I was watching it, and I was watching Hogan's storyline and career and all the things, it made me realize even more, Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, the greatest of all time. It's not even fucking close.
So, if I may...
This guy, 30 years, and he never left. 30.
If I may go a different direction, Hogan had the most pressure of anybody ever and came back, and the documentary said it, like, Vince called him, they put Hogan back on, and he had another, like, 10 to 13-year run. Even though all of them, including Triple H, was like, no, this is not a good idea. We're going right back to the same thing. Going to the WWE and playing heel and then successfully coming back. And I don't know, man. I think that's a hard argument because I think wrestling would have been dead, as they said, without Rocky III, or at least had a lot longer to develop.
Like I said, Hogan changed it, but the GOAT is The Undertaker.
The GOAT wrestler, if you want to call it like in the ring, the skill.
Oh, no, I'm talking entertainer, fans, everything. 30 years later, he could go out tomorrow. And if those lights go out and the gong hits, the roof comes off the place.
I mean, I'd put money on the fact that in 10 years or 20 years, he probably hasn't bought himself a drink. Like, I'm pretty sure, you know.
Jimmy?
No, we discussed this last show. So this is podcast gold because we're just giving the folks more. But I said Ultimate Warrior. You said that he was the greatest flash in the pan, I believe was
Yeah, no, I'm just talking ever because this documentary kind of went that way. And there was a part where Undertaker kind of talked and they talked about it.
I think Hogan was probably the most important wrestler ever.
Important's a good way to say it. Whatever that means. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that he was obviously, you know, and he said himself he wasn't the greatest technical wrestler, but he was very, very important.
The Hitman said he sucked.
Yeah, all of them did. Yeah, all the different guys, which we don't know how good they are. We don't know what happens behind the scenes. You know.
Well, it sounds like Hitman and Shawn Michaels were the greatest, like, tactical of all time.
Marty Jannetty was pretty good too as a tactician. He was just a little bit shorter of a lifespan.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why they took Shawn Michaels away from him because Shawn was just that much better.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough for the wrestling. I just thought
I have one more thing with wrestling. And it's not that kind of wrestling, but just I know you guys hate this, and I know the fans hate it. And I'd love to hear about how much they hate it.
They really do.
This is just a quick snippet. Bo Bassett, who's the high schooler I was telling you about that committed to Iowa, $5 million, decommitted, going to Virginia, whatever. He just won the U.S. Open at the senior level, meaning the highest level. He beat the NCAA champ from this past year, like badly. And then that was great. And he won the U20 as well. How mad would you be when the guy wins basically the best U.S. wrestler and then he enters the U20? That'd be irritating.
I'm not mad. I just have to explain. When he says U.S. Open, he's not talking. He's still talking wrestling. We're not talking golf.
That's correct.
Yeah. Next Thursday, he's going to give you his take on cricket. So
listen, you want to talk cricket? I got nothing. I can tell you a little about the sport, but I do not have details of teams.
All right. Here's my question. I'm going to pose it to you both. Is Liv dead?
Yep.
Is it over?
Yep.
Yes.
And is that a good thing?
I mean, probably to bring it back, but, you know, like all the commentary that I've heard is that it was necessary to get the PGA to pay players probably what they deserved or up the purses. And that's what happened, right? It's what happened with the USFL, right? When they came in and made the NFL. I mean, the competition was good, but yeah, I mean, without Saudi Arabia backing them, there's no private investors that are going to come with $5 billion. They probably don't need $5 billion now, but whatever they need to keep it going.
But it was $5 billion all in. Like that's not a drop in the pan. That's like a serious amount of money, you know. Well, maybe.
Yeah, for them it is.
But for the average business, or government or whatever the hell they are, whichever group that was, like that's
because people aren't going to invest their money if it's not making money, and they wouldn't have pulled their money if it was making money, right? And so that wouldn't make any business sense. And they already made a statement along the lines of like, we need good players, but we might not need all the current players we have, you know, insinuating they probably overplayed some people they shouldn't have. And
of course they did.
Right.
Of course they did. But I mean, that's how you had to do it to start the league, right? But
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I agree with you. I think it's completely dead. I think Bryson is holding on to the rope, but it's Bryson and Rom, to be fair. But boys, I think it's over. I think it's over. I think it's a good thing it's over. It was good that it came out. It wasn't marketed well. I honestly think it was golf's version of the XFL. Just lasted a few more years.
Yeah, maybe.
It was gimmicky. It wasn't really televised in a way where anyone was running to the TV sets to see it. It wasn't marketed well over here.
Well, that
The
first
team
tournament,
I think the team event was a cool way to go. But again, they just didn't market it well.
that first event, I forget what ratings they were expecting. I mean, they didn't expect, 100 million people or something like that. But whatever it was like a quarter or a fifth of what they expected as it was growing. And it just didn't get better.
Yeah, they get like a fifth of the viewership, or maybe less. Maybe it's the 17. It's some crazy number versus the PGA. This is the reason I think that it's really difficult in a world of golf to do. And it's difficult. I mean, it's difficult in the NFL for a completely different reason because the product's subpar. They pulled great golfers out. So the product theoretically wasn't necessarily going to be subpar. It might not have been as deep as a PGA, but they had some of the best over there. The issue is we love players, but we love specific tournaments, right? We love the Masters. We love the U.S. Open. We love the Open. They can't recreate that over there in the Live Championship. Whereas if you want to start another league in any other sport, I mean, okay, it's not the Super Bowl, but it would be a regular season and a playoffs and whatever it would be, right? So I think that's going to be difficult because we tune in to see these major events, and hardcore golf fans, such as yourself, Greg, watch the smaller events in between. But I catch golf on the weekends sporadically, but the major tournaments I'm locked in because I know what they are. I know what's on the line. I know what it means to win a Grand Slam and so on and so forth. You just can't recreate that. And they had great players. So I don't know.
It's well said. My thing was, if this was going to work, and I said this years ago, you had to do it starting at the end of August, beginning of September, and you just had to play 16 weeks in a row. And that's what they didn't want to do. They wanted to space it out throughout the year, spend time with the family. They should have just committed to a 4-month season when the PGA was kind of on break in the silly season, as they call it. It's not a lot going on. And then Live might have been a thing. It was team golf. First of all, they should have thrown the singles thing out the window. It's either a team or it's not. Make it a team or make it a singles competition. But don't have a singles competition within a team competition. That was also dumb to me. I think it would have been great if it was just a straight team competition, however you wanted to do it, and it ran from September through December. Then I think it would have had a chance if you played it for those 4 months. Yes, I get it would have been up against the NFL. However, I think you would have had a chance. And I always go back to this angle. It wasn't marketed well, or it wasn't received well by the sports books, because if it was more bettable and people got intrigued from a betting standpoint, it would have done better. Now what happens? How petty, Jimmy, does the PGA get now because the war's over and they won? Do they just take Bryson back with open arms and Rahm because they're huge draws? Do they try to get funny and say go to Q school? Do they put people on the Corn Ferry? Like, how petty do they get? To be fair, Bryson never has to golf again. He's worth $100 million, and his YouTube channel will pay him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be petty, especially with the big names, because that would just be bad business, right? That would make them look worse. I think what you have to think about is, are they going to be petty with the other players that weren't the top lines? I mean, Jon Rahm and Bryson, and these guys walk right back in, right?
I feel bad for the big kid, like the big hot names coming out of college that went over there, because they and again, if you're a 23-year-old, 22-year-old coming out of college, and Liv comes over and says, "Hey, we'll give you $25 million plus whatever you win," that's a hard thing to say no to.
Greg,
you say yes for. Hey, those guys, if they've got to go back play the Corn Ferry, whatever they have to do, so be it. They got If you got $25 million right out of college, I don't care. Put me in AAA, right?
Yeah, Greg, what would you be doing if I said, "Hey, man, you got to go mow my lawn for the next 5 years for $25 million or something"? You know what I mean?
Your lawn will be perfect all the time.
Whatever the metaphor is.
I said it many a times. I would have signed with Liv before the guy finished the statement if I was these guys.
Yeah,
I can't believe. Look, there was a rumor that they offered Rory $500 million. He says no. I think it probably happened. If I was Rory, I wouldn't have, you couldn't have signed fast enough. You didn't give you $500,000 to play 16 times?
Yeah.
That's
I would have signed in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I agree. There's a lot of money.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to get into my next topic in a second, but I'm going to go off for a sec because I just have to ask Jimmy in live time. Everyone will know what happened when they hear the show. But if you're the Hawks, do you even come back out for the second half? I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, and the Knicks have to keep playing their starters till at least the fourth quarter so that they don't, suffer the worst comeback in ever. This is the largest halftime lead in NBA playoff history.
That's on right now.
It would never happen. I mean, there's no. When I say there's no, the Knicks could play 3-on-5, and the Hawks couldn't come back at this point.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I'm going Casper for you to watch this game.
You dropped 83 in the first half. 83.
Yeah, this is the Knicks we thought we might see, and
10-point cushion at the half. If I'm the Hawks, I don't come back out for the second half. I say, well done. There's no point in playing the second half. We're not going to waste your time. We don't want Jalen to get injured. Good luck in the second round.
Yeah.
And we can congratulate Jimmy on our bet because the Knicks were the 3 seed. The Knicks were the 3, right?
Knicks were the
Jimmy just scored 4 points.
Nice
3
job,
for
Rob.
the seed and 1 for the first round. So Jimmy puts up a 4 spot. Good job, Jimmy.
All right.
That'll be our second score. Greg has a current 3 points because of the Spurs with the 2 seed and a first round win. So 2 + 1, we get the 3. But Jimmy goes back in the lead after tonight. So well done, Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm gonna be buying you dinner in the city because if the Rockets flip your way, which I want to buy you dinner because nothing would make me happier than if LeBron James blows a 3-0 lead.
First time ever.
Oh my God.
That's why it can't happen. It's not.
Oh my God.
They play tomorrow.
I can't wait for it to happen. I can't. Because I'll tell you right now, I don't care if he was 31, 41, 51, 61, or I believe he's 65 or 66 right now. You could put me, you, Ryan, and our buddy Brian out there with Larry Bird right now at 66, and he wouldn't blow a 3-0 lead.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You know what? I'll just put it this way. Forget us. Put a hobbled McHale, the Chief, Bird, Danny Ainge, and throw someone else out there with them, and they would still not blow a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's still
Would Kobe blow a 3-0 lead?
Well, of course not.
Would Michael?
Of course not.
Even at 41. Never.
No.
Michael wouldn't do it at 67 or whatever he is.
know.
It could. I mean, look, it could go 7 because they're back in Houston for 6.
And the funny part about the game, and we'll get to let's just talk about the NBA now, and then I'll go back to another point I wanted to make in a different sport. The funny thing about last night was Reeves played well in his first game back, and they still couldn't close it out. He played well.
Yeah, he didn't play bad. He didn't play great. Like the box score, I think shows better than he actually played. But
and I watched a lot of the game. I mean, it wasn't like, oh man, why did they bring this guy back? They brought him back too early. I mean, what he shot? Yeah, all right, he shot 4 of 16, but he was 12 of 13 from the free throw line.
Yeah, got to the line a lot. Yeah, I mean, they're talking about kind of.
I mean, LeBron was 9 of 20.
Yeah, and turnovers plagued him.
3. Yeah, he turned the ball over twice. Austin Reeves turned it over 3 times. But I mean, my God, come on, LeBron, you're the GOAT. Like, I don't know. The one team, unfortunately, and Jimmy said it to all his credit. He claims he's a Knicks fan, but I still think he's a Nuggets fan. He said they could be in trouble, and boy, did they ever. But the Nuggets are going to get off the hook because they're going to win this in 7 because of the injuries.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the only thing is that if Minnesota live in a world where the Nuggets win tonight and it goes back to Game 7.
The Nuggets are winning tonight. I mean, it's going back.
There would be 0 pressure on the Timberwolves and all the pressure on the Nuggets in Game 7. Jokic can't lose to DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards-less Minnesota Timberwolves team.
That's what I'm saying. They're never gonna. They're gonna win this without those. You can't. He couldn't lose if he tried.
Yeah. That what's that kid's name? That had a really good game. The kid they got from Chicago. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
Oh my God.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the game that they went out that Minnesota ended up not dominating, but kind of Sumo, something like that. Anyway, it was like they didn't know what to do with them. They had no game plan for them, not expecting them to be part of it. And then they came back and they were able to plan against them and kind of he still had a decent game, but sort of hold him in check. Julius Randle played a good game last time, but they held everybody else, to reasonable numbers. And yeah, they have no excuse losing to the Timberwolves at this point without DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards. No excuse at all.
Right.
And not only that, but NBA fans in general, or sports fans, should be rooting for them, because you don't want to see a DiVincenzo and Edwards-less second round, right? Like that's.
I mean, even if Luka comes back, what do they get? One game from OKC if they're lucky.
They're going to play the Spurs.
That's right.
The Spurs.
That's right.
Oh, I don't think they would have beat him, but I think DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards against the Spurs, they'd have an inexperienced playoff team versus a team that's had a couple of pretty good runs. I think that would have been an awesome series.
Oh, the Rockets are the 5.
Yeah, but they don't reseed.
Right. OKC's the 1. It's OKC Lakers now.
It's the 4-5. It's going to face the 1. Yeah.
The Lakers, and that's
Right.
Lakers Rockets. That's what I'm saying.
Right, and I was saying the Timberwolves. You don't want to see it.
What I'm saying is, if Luka doesn't come back, it's the same thing. No.
Yeah, you're right. I guess. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yes, that's why I'd rather see Houston win for sure. But if KD doesn't come back,
well, and that's I wrote this back too, and because we're politically correct on this show, I'll just say P and not the word I want to use. Who's the bigger P, Durant or Luka?
It's
both. The playoffs, boys. Fucking play.
Yeah. They're both. It's weak on both. KD supposedly got an ankle and a bone bruise.
I don't give a
got a hamstring. But really, you got to point at Luka. Like, he got in shape over the summer, but he slowly started to get out of shape during the season again.
Luka's back.
Yeah. So I'm sure, and he's got a hamstring, so he's not getting skinnier while he's out.
Yeah. Well, I'll say, you think back to the early 90s when, Greg's most beloved athlete ever, Larry Bird, who I have great respect for. I mean, he was literally going out of a game and laying on a hot towel on the sideline, couldn't walk to pee if he had to. Yet he was going out and shooting free throws and shooting fadeaway threes and still going, hey, Greg, I'm going to take one step to the left. I'm going to shoot this one time, but I'm actually going to fake it. And then I'm going to go back to my right and I'm going to hit this 3 in your face. And then he does that. And then he lays down on towel. It's unbelievable.
I mean, Jordan, the flu game.
Look at that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the guy was basically dead, had 105 fever, and he went out. How many points? 56, was it? I don't remember the exact stats.
That's on Jordan. It wasn't a flu. It was food poisoning.
Yeah.
That's on Jordan. When 5 guys come to your hotel room, that now we know this happened because of The Last Dance. When 5 guys bring you a pizza, don't eat the fucking pizza, Michael.
I thought there was a rumor he was at the casino all night or something.
That was during the Knicks series.
You guys,
okay?
Or Knicks or the Nets? I think it was the Knicks.
Okay. What, did partied all night?
Yeah.
Yeah, but food poisoning or not, you're sick. Whether you caused it or not. Whether some random 5 dudes delivered a pizza and you're an idiot for eating it, doesn't matter. He went out and played, and he did unbelievable. But is this fight live? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that was first. No, that was second quarter.
Thank you.
I got it. The other thing from the NBA for me is I'm a Celtics fan. I can't watch this team. I hate this fucking team. I hate him. I hate this fucking team. I hope they trade Tatum to whoever has the first pick in the draft. Just fucking trade this guy. I can't watch this anymore. All they do, I don't want to watch a team shoot 53s anymore.
They just jack threes up, and if it doesn't work, it's like analytics at its worst. You've got players that are so much more talented than the opposition. Just take the ball inside, score a couple of twos, and move on with your life.
With shooting threes, but if they're not falling, you got Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Go to the fucking hole.
Yeah, 100%.
You got to fire the coach. We always sit here and say they play with their food, and they do, but they don't. They just shoot threes.
Mm-hmm.
They just hit another one. They're up 23-20 because a 3 just fell. They'll be down 30-25 once they go 0 for 10 in the second quarter. I can't watch. I fucking hate this team, Jimmy. I can't watch.
Well, and when they're hitting their threes, they crush you, and that's what they bank on. The problem is in a 7-game series, if you get a couple of games where they don't go down and a couple of games where the other team grinds,
that's why everything goes 7.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the funny part is? I was listening to someone else had this take. Was the funny part about the Celtics is they seem to hit the threes more on the road than at home, which is fucking weird.
Yeah, let me get this game.
They're unwatchable at this point. I don't even want to watch it. I'm watching hockey anyways, as you know, but I can't watch the Celtics team. Even if they make the finals, I won't watch one game. I can't watch this fucking team.
Yeah, that's a shame, but I understand. Their style of play is tough.
Quite honestly,
If I was a
The
Celtics fan, it'd be tough to watch. As a not Celtics fan, I hope they keep doing it if we meet them. Well,
Well,
I
there's
was going to say if, but when the Knicks now meet them next round.
the two teams I enjoy watching more than any other teams in the NBA are the Knicks and the Spurs.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can sit down and watch Knicks and Spurs games. The rest, I can't. OKC's another one. I hate watching them too.
I watched
They
a
annoy me as
little
well.
bit of Game 4 with Jalen Brunson. He was very good. in
He's a
that game.
killer.
But
He's a killer. The only thing that worries me about him is that ankle.
yeah, he does fight through it. He plays through shit. But he has sprained it a number of times. But I know you make fun of me for being a Denver fan, but that's why I like Denver. Denver back screens,
Yeah,
cuts, hitting the
Denver-
basket. Yeah,
they
like
do.
it's fun. It's
I
fun,
can watch
fun
Denver
basketball to
too.
watch.
The Joker's fun to watch because he
Yeah.
does it all. He
I'll tell you
shoots,
who
he
was fun too.
passes.
Who was fun to watch was because we didn't obviously get to watch their games during the regular season because it's West Coast. I bitched about this last time. Nobody gives a shit about West Coast sports in general. Even the NFL. I'll go down this. Like by the time the 4 o'clock games come on, if I don't have money on them, I'm watching it because it's football. But I'm sort of half in at that point. The 1 o'clock games is the excitement. The 4 o'clock games, I'm like, all right, LA's playing, Seattle's playing. Like, okay, like sure, I'll watch it because it's football and it's on and we're. But anyway, Portland was fun.
Yeah,
I'll be honest,
the Jailblazers were good.
they were fun to watch.
I knew you were going there, and that's a great take. Before that was the worst take in the history of the show, and that's
Yeah.
saying a lot.
Yeah.
The 4 o'clock games in the NFL are fucking all in every time, every snap. What's wrong with you?
Well,
Not for
There's
me.
nothing better than a Sunday knowing that you're getting football from fucking 1 to 11:30,
It's
and
great.
I watch every fucking snap, and it's the best.
Not me. It's great, but by the time the 4 o'clocks come on, I'm usually like watching because it's on and I'm enjoying my day. But I don't give a shit about West Coast teams. When the Browns play at 4 or the Bills are on the West Coast or West Coast, but I don't care about Arizona. I don't care about San Francisco. I don't care about Seattle. I don't care about LA. I fucking don't care about Denver.
Hey, everyone, I'm gonna teach Jimmy right now how to care. Do me a favor this year, at least for the first couple weeks of the season. Whatever you're betting, add a 0 to. You'll care real quick. Go ahead, Ryan.
What I was going to say was those 4:30 games, there's always at least one premier game, number one.
Sure.
And it's not
Yeah,
always
point.
the West Coast game. And 50% is a little low, man. We know you're not turning that shit off regardless of what's going on in life. You're like 85% in. Now, I get if you're going to watch 2 NBA games in a row, the second one might be 50% or 40%. You're going to watch the whole thing. But you're not turning that game off. You might
Yeah,
be
but it's
cooking dinner while it's going on.
Right, that's the difference. 1 o'clock, I'm locked in. I've got a beer. I've got my snacks. I'm not moving unless I've got to pee.
Right.
The 4 o'clock, 4:30 comes on. I'm making dinner. I'm doing this. It's on
But
in the
you're
background.
dialing
I'm
it down
watching, but it's on.
You're only dialing it down 20%. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's
Yeah.
other
My
things
bitch
we
isn't
have
about
to
the
do in life.
NFL. It's about West Coast sports. Like nobody
Some of-
cares. I don't care about the Diamondbacks or the Giants either. I don't care.
Our loyal listeners, a lot of them have told me our best shows are the ones where we just flipped it on Sundays at the end of the 4 o'clock games and just went off because of the betting
Yeah.
and what happened.
Yeah.
So I mean I love NFL Sundays, but before we get to the NFL, Jimmy, are the Pistons the worst 1 seed of all time?
You know what? That's either the case or the Magic are just better than we thought, or the Magic are one of the better 8 seeds. Maybe the truth somewhere in the middle. I don't know that they're the worst 1 seed, but they're not. They're certainly a competition for the worst. But I do think we thought the Magic were going to be good at the beginning of the year. They had injuries throughout the season. Wagner's back out, so that's going to hurt their case. I think Detroit does pull this series off with Wagner being out. I just don't think they have enough firepower. They don't have enough people that can step up and score. Problem is, Detroit doesn't either, right? And I mean, you can't just rely on Cade. Duncan Robinson's got to make more shots. Jalen Duren, did you see him get dunked on the other night? It was the dunk.
Yes.
It was. I watched that in live time. It was holy shit. What's his name? I think it was Kane. Almost hit his head on the rim. Just jumped over him. Jalen Duren looks out of place in this offense. Tobias Harris is like 45 years old. He's the only one that's like sort of assisting in scoring points. Yeah, they're not a great 1 seed. They need to get some help. They do have all their picks. They've got a bunch of draft capital. They can make moves, and they're young, so they're going to get better. But maybe it's a testament to how much they took the regular season seriously.
Could be. Hysterical happenings in the MLB, and I mean, I look. I agree with the move. He had to do it. It's the GM for the Sox absolutely covering his ass. but nothing funnier than firing Alex Cora after they win 17-1.
Yeah.
Why not fire him after a loss? 17-1, and they say, Alex, thank you for the World Series. Thank you for a few playoff runs. You're out. Here's where it gets funnier. Phillies hear it and say, oh, shit, Alex is available? Fire our guy real quick. They fire their manager, call up Cora, say, we want you. And he says, no, thanks.
Yeah.
And now Donnie Baseball's coaching the Phils.
Yep. And Donnie Baseball got a win in his first game.
He did. I mean, look, it's sad. I jotted this down. And look, push back if you want. But for me, season's over for the Sox. Season's over for the Mets.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's not even May 1st.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not usually something you say about baseball this early. You can withstand quite a bit. Here's the thing with the Sox, though. I know you look at the standings.
The Sox deserve it, though, Jimmy, because they did nothing in the offseason.
Right.
The Mets don't deserve it because the Mets made moves.
Without looking, I'm going to tell you, because the number has changed since yesterday. This is why the Sox, I feel like, has a chance. How many American League teams are over 500 right now?
How many American League teams are over 5? I know there's none in the Central. There's 2 in the East, right? Yankees and Rays.
Yep.
So there's 3 because the A's is the only one in the West.
That's it. There's 3 teams in the American League over 500.
Good job, Greg, by the way.
Well done. But that's why I said I know he pays attention. But like that was the stat that I saw yesterday because there was 4 as of yesterday, and somebody's now 500. So there's nobody like it's not good for baseball. That's number one.
No,
number 2, the Sox aren't dead yet because nobody else is good.
Yeah, but they have a whole.
I know there's not one team in the East besides the Braves. There's not one team in the East over 500 either in the NL.
Yeah, how about the A's might make the playoffs in their farewell to California.
Hey, we talked about it, and when we were talking about it in March, we said the A's might not be as bad as everybody thinks, so we were good on that. Terrible call about the Royals being good. They suck. But so far, we hit the nail on the head with the Reds being a good squad. A lot of people think they're Fugazi and they're going to fade because they didn't have a hard schedule, but the Reds are 9 games above 500. I think they're off to a pretty good start.
You got the negative differential that you look at.
They're minus 3 runs. I know.
Yeah, it's not great. The Yankees, we're clearly not Yankees fans, but the Yankees are legit.
They're good. They're very good. They're built for but again, I'm going to go back to they're built for the regular season. I think they make the ALCS and then they lose.
Could be.
All right. Well, I thought that was funny, so I brought that up. I got to tell you, we talked about the NBA. NHL, the NHL playoffs have lived up to it again. We got at least 6 series going 6 games, with the first one happening right now with the Minnesota Wild about to move on, which is going to hurt me and financially, but we got the Flyers home, so we're okay. Those are my 2 big bets. I'll make a little bit because of the juice on the Flyers. We're good. But Jimmy snaked me on the Stars in our bet. But, Jimmy, I think your Stars are bowing out.
Not looking good. A lot of game left, as I say.
I also think, and I said this, I think your Oilers are bowing out too. I think
I don't like the fact that they're on the road down 3-2.
The line tonight makes no sense. I don't know how the Oilers are favored. I'll tell you right now, the over 6.5 is minus 162, and it might be the best bet on the board. And giving 6.5 in a hockey playoff game is insane.
Dude, I watched.
It might go over in the second period.
Yeah, I watched an Edmonton game last week. I forget the score, but it was 6 or 7 for the other team. I'm like, oh my god, this goalie is exactly what these dudes talk about. Just horrendous.
Just as I said it, the Stars netted 1. By the way,
awesome.
Jimmy's back.
Good for me.
Jimmy's back.
Good for you. Good for me.
It is good for both of us. But I literally think the Ducks close out the Oilers tonight. Neither of them can stop the puck. And I like the Ducks at home. I think they fly together.
Well said.
Is it insane that the Knicks are now 57?
I don't even watch it.
I mean, this is historic. It's like it's happening while we're on camera, guys. Let Greg do a great story about it or something. Like it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Again, if you're the Hawks, I don't know why you haven't walked off the court. It's 90. I don't know if Ryan's got a better update. I have 96-38 right now.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. OG's about to shoot a free throw.
But the better part is, and obviously mine's on mute, but like when they start panning around, and I don't know who everybody is, but now the Hawks bench is up. They've shown coaches. They've shown what appear to be celebrity types. Like everybody is just confused. Like what the hell is happening?
I'm telling you right now, and it's me and Jimmy have this bet for the podcast. We thought it'd be fun, but I'll be buying Jimmy dinner. I am laying the fucking hammer on the Knicks in the second round versus Celtics. The hammer.
Really?
Oh yeah, Knicks are the better team. Knicks are by far the better team. This Celtics team is not good.
Like this.
The Knicks are the Knicks. You know what? I'm gonna look right now.
You're gonna do it right now.
I'm not
25 units
right now, but I want to look right now. I want to see if it's up. It is.
Oh my God, they're just hitting three still.
The Knicks are 4-1 to win the Eastern Conference. The best bet on the board.
Yeah, at this point with I mean the Detroit.
The Cavs cannot beat the Knicks. I'll tell you that right now.
They can't.
No way.
And Detroit owned them in the regular season, but the way Detroit's looking versus the way the Knicks are looking right now, I take the Knicks.
They have 99 points with 8:45 to go.
I will
That's
have a
absurd.
bet. Before I go to bed tonight, I will have some kind of ticket on the Knicks to win the Eastern Conference. I'll tell you that right now.
That would be exciting.
They're going to win the Celtics will not.
Jimmy's not.
And if our bet's over, we will be watching Game 1 somewhere in a bar.
I mean, we have 4 rounds to go.
I mean, it might be by the time the final.
Over. You can't close me out. You can't close me out. I could get a championship. I get the Avs with the championship. I get 13 points, so you can't close me out.
Yeah.
I got Vegas is moving on. That's 5 points right there. They're 4 seed.
Oh,
on. That's 4.
All right.
Sabres are moving on. That's 3.
101 with 8:20 to go, and I'll stop updating. It's just that's unbelievable.
It really is.
Pretty good.
Well, Jimmy, it's happened again. And this is a name we know. And I'm going to go refill my drink while Jimmy talks about it. You probably won't know what I'm even talking about, but he's good at riffing. Brandon Sorsby. He's the quarterback for Cincinnati. Texas Tech said, hey, we're going to pay you a bunch of money. Come here. And he did. He signed. He inked it. And then it comes to light that good old Brandon was betting away. And Brandon's off in Gamblers Anonymous rehab right now and probably won't be playing next year. And his $6 million deal is gone, most likely. He was caught gambling on a variety of sports. He claims he's made thousands on betting, which I don't believe, because there's already reports he was betting like dollars here and there. He made bets on Indiana when he was at Indiana, but he was redshirting, so he wasn't playing, but he made bets on that. Do you think he gets the death penalty? What do you think the NCAA does to one Brandon Sorsby?
That's a great question. Does he get the death penalty? Does he get a long suspension? I bet you he gets the death penalty. But maybe because it's not the NBA, but because it's not professional sports, not NBA, NFL, maybe they give him a pass. I mean, he's a kid. What was he betting on? Betting's legal. What are the rules involved? I don't know. That's a tough one. My guess is he gets the death penalty because as a college kid, what are they going to suspend you for 2 seasons and you're going to come back when you haven't played? No. You weren't great to begin with.
No, I think you're right. I think he's done. Mm-hmm. And that poor Texas Tech, because they were primed to be a national champion contender, and now they don't have a quarterback. Because you were good at this last year. Who was the backup who got hurt? I don't know if he's going to be back in time. You were a fan of the kid too.
Yeah, he came out and won that game. Yeah, he was good. I don't remember his name. Jesus, I don't remember people's names that I know well, so I don't. I know.
So I don't know if he's going to be back. I don't know what their quarterback situation is now, but Sorsby was awesome last year at Cincinnati. We were talking in the summer when we almost nailed it. We told you Cincinnati was the best long shot in the Big 12, and they were right there. They were right there, and we gave it out at like 50-1.
Yeah, I mean.
And now Sorsby's – the funny thing here is Sorsby probably gets an NFL tryout if he doesn't play another college game because he's been a decent college quarterback.
He probably does, but now he's coming with baggage. I don't know. It's such a – because I don't know if it's an addiction for the kid, but like it's such an odd thing to do as somebody that might be a professional athlete. Specifically to do that. It's like the one thing you can't do. Like you're going to be retired at some point. You'll be able to bet as much as you want. Right? But you can do blow and get a suspension if they catch you. Right? You can do all kinds of crap. This is the one thing you can't do.
So
that's it. You can do steroids and you get a couple of games.
Like Jimmy's being funny, but I'm going to give you a serious take. And why, if I was an NFL GM, I wouldn't give this kid an interview. I wouldn't give him a second thought. You went to Gamblers Anonymous. You're a quitter.
That's funny.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
If I can add something, I would say that, like, you know, Vince Young back in the day, I mean, that guy scored a 6 on
By the way, I just want
Wonderlic.
to tell you, this is your like 19th Vince Young take, but go ahead.
Sorry. But related
No,
to
it's
that,
good.
like, and I'm just saying, he was stupid. Like, that's what they're basically saying. So my point is, like you guys just said, this guy had one thing he couldn't do. He could do whatever he wanted with money and cars and women and drugs and steroids. I mean, whatever the hell he wants. This is the only thing you can't do. It's almost like, what the hell is your problem? Why?
Yeah,
would
there's
you
only one thing you get the death penalty for. Everything else you get a couple of years, a misdemeanor for some shit, maybe go
Yeah.
down state for a few, but you get back into society. This is the death penalty. This is the one thing you can't do.
And that's
Can't
the
do
only
it.
How
reason I
bad do you
referenced
need to
that.
put $20 on Indiana?
So that's why, like, I would be very proud to sport a Brandon Sorsby jersey right now. Good for you.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, when I was in college, I was fucking, you know, begging for rides down to the local grocery store so I could send a Western Union to Dwayne Fleischa and get my Carib account funded so I could bet. Carib Sports is where it all began for me.
But Greg, if you
Yeah.
were a starting
You
guard, on
weren't
two,
on the
you
team.
wouldn't be fucking doing that. You're not
Oh,
that dumb.
Ryan, I can guarantee you if I got a full ride to Kentucky,
try.
I would be riding my bike to the local grocery store, sending money to Dwayne Fleischa
Oh,
so
you
I could
still
bet
be
football.
risking?
Fuck yeah.
You're that guy. Okay, well.
I gotta have some access.
At least you know it.
You're talking to the guy who was watching Derby Lane Dogs in his house when he was 19 on fucking when the internet was first streaming dog race. When I heard, I was like, I called my grandpa. I was like, Grandpa, you're not gonna believe this. I can watch the dog races at Derby Lane while you're there.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
call him up. Tell him, what's your best bet today? I'll have it too. I'll be watching it from home. Jimmy left, but I'll get to the next topic. I'll throw it to you. I don't know if you heard this news. Came out this week. It's just about 100% locked up now that the NCAA tournament will now expand to 76 teams next year.
It's too many.
Not a fan.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. It's too many. I mean, I love the gambling aspect of it. I really enjoy watching those games. I did kind of what you did this year, and I watched a hell of a lot of the first round and the second round. But yeah, it's too many. It's getting watered down. And I know that nowadays we have this portal that moves people kind of up and down the ladder, so to speak. I don't want that many. It's too many. My
Talking
opinion.
about the tournament.
Yeah, your thoughts? It says it's almost certain it's expanding to 76 now.
So at first, my thoughts have fluctuated on this. At first, I was like, this is ridiculous. But then when I heard how they're doing it, I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as it sounds, if that makes sense. Because they're doing it where there's just more. The first 4 is now the first
16.
16. So it's still going to be 64 teams in the actual tournament. We're just going to get earlier week games that are like, so it's not, it's somewhere in between.
Yeah, you're going to get 8 play-in teams now, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
You're going to have a solid 56, and then 8 are going to play their way in.
Yeah.
My problem is this, and this might be look. Ryan already beat me to it. I love it from a gambling standpoint because there's more games that are meaningful to bet on. But if you're going to make all the 16 seeds play their way in, that's annoying to me. Make the 10, 11, and 12s play their way in. Make the big conferences earn it. Don't go to the little guys and say, "Hey, now you got to play a playing game to get a real game."
As you
Fair.
were talking, I was thinking that exact same thing. That like, when has a 16
the-
beaten a 1? Never.
Well,
So why are
no,
we messing around with all these 16 people just to get their asses
Dude.
whooped?
Ryan? It happened in your state. Baltimore County got Virginia.
16-1?
Yes,
Oh, wow. I don't remember that. Was it once?
yes. Maryland, Baltimore County.
Okay,
I
beat-
don't remember this either right
It was
now.
One.
once, though?
Yeah, 16-1.
Okay, so now we've got,
Awesome.
what, like you just said, 14, 12, whatever the math is, 12 16 seeds fighting
know.
for 4 16 seeds to get their asses whooped.
UMBC, you're right there.
I don't care about UMBC. Only the
You might a little
softball
bit,
matters
though.
to me.
But you might a little. UMBC did it. They beat Virginia. All right, but that's my annoyance right now when it's only the 8 is that they make 2 16 seeds battle to play a 1. Like that's just let the little guys go. Make these 11 and 12s and 13s earn it.
I agree with you because those are the people at the bottom of their current leagues, which might be great leagues that have played competitive basketball. Let them work a little harder. Give
Yeah.
these Cinderellas a shot.
100%. Like, you know what? Santa Clara's of the world, the St. Mary's, play a playing game. Prove it.
Did
The-
the,
Miami
best
this
team
year.
in the SEC, prove it to me.
did the Knicks
It's bad.
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
not? At this point, why not?
Yeah.
well, yeah, they don't want any contact underneath. They're just going to sit back and shoot threes all game, and it's either going to be
No,
175 to.
Cat found Jordan Clarkson for a breakaway, and now he just hit him under the basket. I mean, 109.54.
You wonder what's going to happen. Kind of like what was that thing the other with? Oh my God, I can't think of his name. What's the Nugget star? Jokic. The other day when they hit that layup or whatever, and he got upset.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen in this game when you're down 95 or something?
Stop him then.
No.
Dude, it's unbelievable. There's nobody playing.
Yeah.
But the Joker was 1,000% in the right for
I
that.
agree. I'm just saying,
He's
what's
not
going to
playing.
happen in
This
this
guy-
game? What
this guy
are
took
you
a
supposed
deuce.
to do with 5 minutes left, like in the
You
third?
leave.
Yeah.
You leave the court.
Do you sit
Yeah.
down Indian style and just like put your head down and let them?
You
score?
walk
Like,
over
what
to
do
the
you
scorer's
do?
table. You take the mic and say, "The game's over. We know it. They know it. Thank you for coming out, folks."
Yeah.
Sign a document.
Yeah. Who's left in the crowd besides Knicks fans? I mean, what is there? 8
5
people there?
Half the arena last game was Knicks fans. It sounded like a home game.
Jimmy, if we were there right now, me and you, and you're like, "We got to go to Game 6, Greg. We're flying down. It's going to be great. We're staying in Atlanta for a couple nights." I'd say, "All right." At halftime, I would have said, "Jimmy, we're fucking going to a bar."
Yeah.
And we would have left the arena. And you probably would have been like, "Yeah, you're right." Actually, you would have been like, "No, they can come back, right?"
No,
That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy's family.
No. Not once you're up 60.
Celtics are down by 8, but it's early.
I'm watching. I'm watching the score. I told you I fucking hate this team. They stopped hitting threes, and that's it. It's gonna go back to Boston. I hope they lose. I really do. I hate this fucking team. Trade Tatum. You got to revamp it. You got to get rid of the coach too. He's another one.
Well, it's really all about the coach at this point. He's the one that's the analytics jacking up threes. They've got the players. Get rid of the coach.
Yeah, I get rid of Tatum too. Like they were better without him. Let Brown run the show.
Rather than what Greg's saying, I'll add just one little thing. Like you got to give that guy credit for coming back in 9 months, 9.5 months
Fuck him.
from a
He's
series.
fucked our team up. Get him out of here.
Okay. Fine, but give the guy some love.
I give him no love.
Okay,
he's
fair
fucking,
enough.
he's
Well,
fucking
whatever.
over.
You
We're
do
gonna
you.
lose to the Knicks again. Again, I can't deal with this team. I fucking hate it.
It's a
All right.
fiery take. It's not just a hot take.
No, I fucking hate him. I was a
I hear
Celtics
that.
fan. Our boy Brian's gonna be mad at me. Brian, I can't watch him. I can't watch the fucking team. I fucking hate him. All they do is jack up threes. All they do, and they don't play D. They give them 24. They've given up more points in the first half of the second than they gave up in the whole first. Fuck this team. Fuck you, Tatum. All right. The draft. Time to recap it. We were on live last time while it was going on. I gotta tell you, I looked at the draft grades the experts gave out, and here's my question: the Jets A+ won the draft. Giants right behind them. And just about every expert's analysis doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all, Jimmy.
So the grades I saw were the Browns were one of the 4 A's, and
The Browns got an A.
Yeah,
The Jets got an A+.
yeah, I saw A- for the Jets.
Oh, I've seen A+ with all the experts.
Yeah, let's see here. Let me find the Jets. So no, it doesn't matter for sure for the Jets. Let's start there. For the Giants, I think it just might because
Great.
they've got Harbaugh, right?
I agree. I think the Giants are winning the East. I know I
Yeah.
gave that hot take out before. I think the Giants win the East this year. I think it's the best bet on the board right now for a long shot.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Browns, it should matter because they had a great draft last year. They hit on at least 4 players last year, and they had a really good draft this year on paper. But of course, the news comes out today that Deshaun Watson's the number 1 guy right now.
Are you kidding me with that again?
Jimmy, you're getting ahead of my things I have written down. So Jimmy jumped there. Jimmy, I actually wrote down this exact phrase. I said, Jimmy, Watson, really? Your
No,
thoughts?
not really. If he's good, there's only one explanation for it. It's the last year of his contract, and he wants more money. So he's starting to play football again.
He's got to be 70 at this. How old is this guy? I
Come
feel like he's been
on.
in the league
Wants more
since.
money.
No,
Not
I bet
worth a dollar.
he's 30, 31.
I feel like he graduated high school with us at this point. How old is he?
I bet you he's 31.
Yeah, Ryan, that's going to be it's my new assignment for Ryan. He's got to be our research guy as we talk live. What is it? How old is Sean Watson? Look that shit up. Were you?
Guessing 31.
I know how much you love him, and I liked him too. Were you shocked Diego wasn't drafted?
No, because he's a little bit of a weird dude, and he's also like 5'9". I mean, I know he's 5'11" or 6 foot tall.
No, you're right. He's 5'8".
Yeah, I'm not shocked that he wasn't drafted. I do think he'll probably get a tryout with somebody. I bet he ends up on a roster.
Jimmy, you got to follow sports, buddy.
Does he already get one?
Got a 3-year deal with the Ravens.
Did he really?
Yes.
Jesus, that didn't take long.
No. but that's why I'm saying, like, he didn't get drafted. That surprised me. He was the Heisman runner-up, and I mean, he's got an ego like woo.
Yeah.
But I love his confidence. I love the guy.
Is he gambling on Texas Tech?
Right.
Or do we have to worry about that?
No, Diego might be a little bit of a gambler. He kind of feels like that.
Watson's 30, by the way. He'll be 31 at the beginning of the season.
Seems like he's been around forever. I wrote this one down too. Like Diego, I think Diego's going to be good in this league. I do. I think he's going to find some kind of. I don't think he's going to be. This is my hot take, Jimmy. I don't think he's going to be a quarterback.
Probably not. I'd be right. I don't know if he's athletic enough to do anything else.
Is this really happening, by the way? Jimmy, is this happening? Jimmy's got 9 people there to make sure this doesn't happen, and it happened. All right. I wrote this down too, Ryan. How did Drew Aller get drafted?
Who?
The quarterback from Penn State.
That's confusing at best. That's what I would say.
By the Steelers.
Well, the Steelers are only what they offer Rodgers 15, and they shop.
Yeah,
they're not shopping him, but he's allowed to like negotiate with other people at what 43.
Yeah, I don't think Rodgers knows what's going on at this point.
I don't
Like,
think he's. But to be fair, I don't think he's communicating back.
He's not.
He's just sitting in his dark room with a hot tub, with no electricity, like hanging out on ayahuasca. Currently,
like this, Jimmy. Like you have a zone defense being played right now. Like,
Oh yeah, no, there's no adults in the house other than me, even though there's 3 people.
at least
Yeah.
3 people over 30 years old can't control 2 little monsters.
Nope.
Jimmy, you might have to make a trade for the first pick next year.
Yo, does that guy that
I want to be traded to Baltimore so I can go get a trade me.
you can come live with me, bro, down
Like,
in the dungeon. You can pick
Get
Bunny
traded
Man
to
or
the map pack. I got a room waiting for you right here.
There you
You got
go.
your own full bath too.
Yeah. I'm a free agent. I'm on an expiring contract. It's easy.
I'll talk to somebody.
The problem is if it's a team option, they're going to re-sign you.
Yeah, sons of bitches. Of
Be
course they will.
financially obligated as well.
Jimmy, if it's a player option, you're good.
Yeah. I signed a bad contract.
Yeah, you got a terrible contract. But I asked Ryan when you had to go play defense, unfortunately, because apparently the triangle and 2 upstairs isn't working.
Nope.
Drew Aller got drafted. Were you? I was shocked. I was like, "How's this guy even getting drafted by the Steelers?"
I fell at Penn State, Pittsburgh. Would have been a high draft pick the year before. The whole program fell apart. He got hurt. I don't know. What was he? Was he 4th round?
Yeah, I think he was
Third,
or
pick
4th
70.
round. Yeah,
Yeah,
third.
that seems early, right? But who knows? Maybe they think he's got. I mean, he theoretically had all the skill set to be a pro. So
He had
And the Rams made
earlier
the Rams
progression.
made the worst pick of the draft, right? With
Was it?
Simpson was the worst pick of the draft, right?
Yes.
I mean, I think so. Sean McVay's a great quarterback coach, so we'll see what happens.
13th. You could have got him 113th. Who was looking
Yeah.
for him? Who was looking
Well,
for
there
him?
was a debate whether he's going to go first round or not. But you probably could have traded up and got him later.
The other one that came out this week, Pickens finally signed his tag, so he'll be a Cowboy this year.
Whatever. Who cares?
Whatever.
What's the difference?
What is he's fucking fantastic.
Listen, I lost my mind on the last show. I can lose it again if you want to trigger me, but
The guy's awesome.
okay, fine. It's not about Pickens. That team has no chance. They'll win 9 to 12 games and crap out in the playoffs and be horrible.
Look, they have a great 1-2 punch with Lamb and Pickens. Pickens gets $27.3 million. He's probably annoyed that he doesn't have a long-term deal, but he's got to be pretty happy he's getting $27.3 for 1 year.
I would be. But I do understand the long-term deal, but the team's looking pretty good. The good news for the Cowboys is that he actually signed it now. He didn't hold off. Because this is what happens. When people hold out, they're not in football shape. They can do all the workouts off to the side that they want, but they're not getting hit. They're not running routes. They're not in training camp. So if he shows up, he'll be okay. Look, the only thing I give the players on this, it's a lot of money.
Stars light the lamp again, 2-1. Sorry, go ahead, Jimmy.
Good. So, you're going to play because it's a lot of money. But football is the one sport where every year you play, there is a very real possibility of a career-ending injury, right? It's not like you got franchise tag in basketball or baseball. Hockey's a little dangerous. But, like, football is the one sport where you want the long-term security because at any point it could be it. But probably won't be for him. He's going to make $27 million this year. And then, they could tag him again, right?
Yeah, yes, they could.
But then he'd make $54 million in 2 years. I mean, it was the Kirk Cousins effect, right? Kirk kept getting, and then he's made a ton of money to be average.
He was phenomenal last year. If I'm the Cowboys, I would lock him up. But they decided not to. Fine. But after this year, if he does what he did last year, you got to lock the guy up for 6-7 years. This guy
Yeah, I
is
agree.
he's still young, and he was phenomenal, and he takes a lot of attention off CeeDee Lamb. Now, CeeDee Lamb didn't put up the stats we thought he would, Jimmy, from a fantasy standpoint last year, but with George Pickens there again and what he did last year, maybe CD has a huge year this year because you have got to start taking Pickens seriously.
Yeah, and look, it was the first year Pickens played with a real quarterback. He's been in Pittsburgh with.
I didn't think you were going to say that. That's a good point, too. I thought you were going to say the first year Pickens played with a real receiver. So that was the other part. Pickens was the 2, but he had a legit 1 where he never had that before. Where it was like when he was in Pittsburgh, it was like guard Pickens and end of story.
Right, and hope Kenny Pickett or Mason Rudolph or somebody can throw this guy the football. Right?
Which they couldn't.
Russell Wilson, nobody could get him the ball. So he was playing with, bad quarterbacks and no help anywhere else. And now when you put him in Dallas with Dak, you can say what you want about him, but the guy can sling the ball, puts up yards and touchdowns every year. And like you said, opposite a true number 1 in CeeDee Lamb, and he looks like a stud because he probably is, right?
He probably is. All right, what do you think my last NFL story is?
I also think Brian's right, though. They're not going to be any good. But go ahead.
Look, we have we're going to talk about this for months, and we'll go back and forth. If you're asking me right now, I would say they win. I'd say they go 11-6.
That's what I'm saying. They win 9-12 every year.
Yeah, they're a wild card. Maybe they win the division. I think it's them or the Giants. I don't like the Redskins. I think Jimmy hit the nail on the head. I think quarterback is great. I think Daniels isn't a flash in the pan. I think he's good, but I don't think the surrounding cast is. I don't think the defense is as good as they played last year. So I think it's Giants, and I don't like the Eagles. I don't like that Eagles squad at all, if I'm being honest.
That's where the problem is, though, because I keep talking about organizations, and the Eagles have proven that they've been much more consistent in the last few years.
Yeah, Roseman's the best GM in football, so he keeps pulling rabbits out of the hat somehow.
And you've got to take that into account, right? Look at the people that have been in Dallas over the past 15 years on both sides of the ball, and they still can't do really anything.
Well, the Schottenheimer, right? I mean, maybe he's the difference maker. We'll see.
Maybe. I don't know. I just have no confidence. I have no confidence in the Giants either, but I think they have a pretty good shot at doing exactly what you've said.
Yeah, I agree. I think the East is wide open.
This guy Otter, man. They get him a lead, and then he gives it right up 50 seconds later. 2-2 in the Minnesota
It wasn't
game.
long.
Fucking ridiculous. Come on, Otter. You got to be better than that.
Knicks have won 17 through 3.
Yeah, the Knicks. It's absolutely ridiculous at this point. If you're the coach of the Knicks and you play anybody of importance 1 second in the fourth quarter, you need to be fired.
Absolutely.
Immediately.
You should be picking fans. Hey man, you want to get some minutes? I'll give you $20.
Celtics down 9 at the half. By the way, give up 38 points in the second. I'm telling you right now, bet the Sixers. Bet the Sixers to win this series if you can find it anywhere. They're winning the series. The Celtics suck. Tatum, 15 points, 10 rebounds, not enough. You gave up 21 points to Maxey. Go away. Trade this guy.
That's a great take, by the way.
Vrabel, Ryan.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
This is very awkward, not for me, but for that whole group. I am confused. I've done some research.
It's not confusing. He was humping the.
Yeah, let me break it down for you.
No, I'm saying
he was humping a hot chick that was doing reporting on the NFL.
Who wasn't married to.
I'm not denying
she wasn't
that.
married.
Taking shots, no problem. But the point is, I'm shocked that the Patriots want to be this do-gooder type. And obviously, we've had tons of whacked out stuff go on over the past bunch of years with all these things, Deflategate amongst others, etc. But it's weird. They're like, yeah, he's going to be with the team. He's the coach. He's back in camp. May's coming out so strongly for him. And the other people in the organization are doing the same thing. But at the same point, they're basically suggesting, yeah, he might be out a little bit over the season, for treatment and whatever else. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's my favorite thing ever. The treatment thing.
Yeah,
was my
he's
favorite.
saying he's made significant progress with his family, in talks. I'm like, are you shitting me? If any of us went out and started banging other chicks and got caught by the national news media times a billion, it wouldn't be good, right? What are we talking about here? And again,
also, for years, apparently.
Yeah, 5 years. 5 years in her face, the family's face, whoever else's face. I mean, I don't know anything about his family or anything, but That's a terrible situation, and the Patriots are support seemingly balls to the wall. They don't care, and that's also weird. But does it matter? We all said we don't really care, but at some point, do we have to have someone with some integrity, like leading? I mean, I know Kraft owns it, and there's other leaders, but like he's the face, like he's the leadership face. Like what the hell? I don't know, man.
To me, it's an Ime Udoka situation. Hey, you're not. This isn't the death penalty. You can't coach here anymore, but you're going to get a job because you're going to coach somewhere else, right?
Jimmy, let me ask you this. So Ray Rice the other day. I won't say what I know about Ray Rice privately, but publicly, we all know that he got taken off of that team, right? Basically, and nothing really happened badly until the elevator camera came out. What if a Hulk Hogan video comes out of Vrabel? What's going to go on then? I don't know.
Well, if that happens, yes, it will go downhill.
Well, I don't think
we know it.
I don't think Bubba the Love Sponge was involved in this at all. So I don't think
fair enough. But what if it does? And that's kind of my point. Like, okay, we don't feel uncomfortable enough yet. Everybody seems to be supporting him.
It's a good point, Ryan. It's a good point, yeah.
But when it comes out that like we get a 40-minute sex scene that they filmed 3 years ago, what do we say then?
If it's 340 minutes, well done, Vrabel.
No, but I'm just exaggerating. But that's my point.
I'm exhausted thinking about it.
Perfect. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll go back. We'll not exaggerate. We'll say a 20-minute video.
340 seconds might be the take.
Okay, 20 minutes. 20-minute video comes out, goes nationwide, gets on whatever site. What do we think then? Because I guarantee you he doesn't have a job at that point.
Well, of course not, because that's different. But like people don't get fired.
We already know that happened. He's admitting.
I know, but Ryan, you have an affair. And it's not with a coworker. They don't fire you for it, right? They're not the morality police. So, like she got fired or let go, and I'm not saying it's fair that she's getting ridiculed for it and not having a chance to defend herself, but because her job was to interview these coaches, and if you're hooking up with one of them, you might have a biased opinion.
I heard your point before.
If Vrabel gets in trouble, that would be the reason, because it was an NFL reporter. But in just general life, if you have an affair, you don't get fired from your job for it.
But you do when 3/4 of your fans are going, that's disgusting. And
for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, our disgust level is not high enough yet. And I'm not saying I'm telling people what to think. I'm just saying it's weird that an organization is protecting him when, he had.
It's weird. And you know why? Because he's a winner and they're winning and they made it to the Super Bowl. If he went 8-8 last year, he'd be out of there right now.
I'm not debating that. I'm just saying it's not to a high enough discomfort level. And if something comes out that makes it a little more disgusting, whatever that is, I mean, I think it's kind of disgusting. I don't care because I'm a fan, but
I'm a terrible human because the first thing I did was I went and compared, is Rossini hotter than his wife? That's a terrible job I made. This is the first thing I did. That was the first thing I searched.
Is that considered a hot take?
It's not a hot. Oh, it's definitely a hot take. The answer is
this guy just took 17 steps.
Yeah, right. He's added 5 to 12 steps.
Listen.
Terrible job. It's a terrible job by me. I get it, but that's where my mind went immediately. I'm just being honest.
This is what I'll tell you. The memes, not just the ones I sent you guys. Like there's the AI videos of Mike Vrabel right now, like fake ones, are hilarious. Like Steph Diggs told me he clapped more ass. I said, "There's no way."
I think it's a great segue into something I wrote down. Because I didn't realize, this is a thing for celebrities, and I almost feel that. Did you see this story? Taylor Swift needed to trademark her fucking voice and, certain sayings and phrases she has because of AI. Because there's so much fake shit out there.
Yeah. It's going to keep going. It's never going to, not going to stop. Yeah.
I'm not shocked. That whole acting AI thing is a really slippery slope. It's difficult to navigate.
The problem is it's coming. There's nothing we can do about it. So,
but can you imagine she has to trademark her voice because there's so much fake stuff out there?
Oh God, what's her name? The famous one a couple of years ago that they asked her to voice a movie and she refused, and then they made a voice that was very similar to hers. Oh God, she's in the Avengers.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. There you go. And they made something, and I don't remember what happened because of it, but essentially they asked her to do it. She didn't want to. And then they made a character that was very, very eerily similar to her. So You're right, it's coming, but at the same point, I don't think the law is quite caught up, and it's just going to go back and forth.
Yeah, but it's going to happen.
The other thing I wrote down from a pop culture standpoint is another Netflix show, we're in season 2, but I'm endorsing it. If you're not watching Running Point, go watch this show.
I gotta write that down. What's it about?
With Kate Hudson. It's loosely based on the Lakers and Jeannie Buss. It is fucking fantastic. It's fantastic.
That's cool. Also, season
I've seen
2
the
of Beef
first two
came out.
episodes. It was really very good.
Oh, you watched the first 2 of season 1?
Yeah,
I'm
like
almost
it.
through. I binge it. I can't stop watching it. It's that good. It's It's fantastic.
One other show while you're at it is Beef. I know that sounds weird.
No, I talked about it. It's fantastic.
Season
Beef's
1 was
on- Beef's on my
incredible,
list.
and season 2
Yeah.
is starting off amazingly.
Is it? I didn't know there was season 2. Season 1, the last episode of season 1 is one of the greatest episodes of any show I've ever saw in my life.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
If you've ever watched White Lotus for the fans, it's the same thing. It kind of moves forward and maybe keeps one person. In that case, it doesn't keep one person. It's a totally different situation, but it's kind of a
So it's an
similar
anthology.
idea.
Well, I thought Beef was. I like White Lotus. I like season 2 better than season 1. Season 3, I couldn't really get into. I like White Lotus. I'm not crazy about it like other people.
Go
I thought
finish
season
it.
2 was a lot
If
better.
you haven't finished it, just watch the last episode for your own entertainment. You'll be able to catch up. The end
Of
is
White
the
Lotus?
same twist. Yeah.
I will.
I love White Lotus just because of Mike White, because he's a fucking because he goes on Survivor. He
Mm.
got, spoiler if you're not watching it, he got voted off season 50, which could be the best Survivor season of all time. They're doing a great job in season 50, but Mike White got voted off. But he's great. He's a good dude. He's funny too.
If we want to
Well,
continue,
I agree. I don't know, Greg. I don't know if you saw Beef. They're half-hour shows. It's only 10 episodes.
It's literally on my list.
You'll think like 3 or 4 episodes in, you know, like where it's going, and then by the end of it, you'd be like, nope. The message. It's not even like a twist. It's like the message was totally different. And the last episode is so dramatically different than the rest of the show. It's one of the best finales I've ever saw ever.
Hey,
and it doesn't
what-
feel like you're getting manipulated, for lack of a better expression. Like
Yeah.
it just
Before we
like
get into
goes.
before we get into picks, and yes, these shows are going to be longer because we're only doing one a week. So I know we're running a little long already. It's going to go long. What reality show do you think you could win?
Ooh,
You could go on one reality show and you're like, I can win this. What would you do? Do you want my answer first before someone steals it? Or
go for it.
when I was younger, I was always like, oh, I could go on Survivor. I could do that. But I could never
No.
do Survivor.
Could not do that.
But I can tell you the show I could win 100%. When I say it, if you guys being two of my really best friends could think about it, you're going to be like, oh, maybe he could. I could win Traders all day.
What is it?
Possibly.
Traders?
Traders. Good show.
Traders. I could win it all day.
I haven't
I
watched that one.
can. I can spin.
Where you
and
buy
I-
stuff and like refurbish
No,
it?
no.
You've never seen the Traders? Right.
Traders.
Go get Peacock
Maybe I
and watch
have,
the
but-
Traders.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh my God, the Traders.
I mean,
is
yeah.
Is that the one with the people in the
good.
house?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I've seen that. I would say Big Brother for me. I think I would kill in that game.
Okay. I think the show. I don't know what it's called, so this is going to kill this segment. But it was that show where they blindfold you and they take you different places, and that you have to try to figure out where you are. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what it is.
It was on last year, the first season. So yeah, they were in Europe, and you start in a place, and they put you on a bus with blacked out windows, and they take you somewhere, and they just drop you off in a city, and like you don't know where you're at, or like the countryside, and you have to figure out based on if you could figure out where you're driving, based on clues where you are. And I love geography, and I love fucking facts like that, so I think I could do really well at that show.
My 1A, and I'd take either one of you, and we'd win. I could win Amazing Race too.
See, I've never watched Amazing
I would
Race.
be very good at that. I've
I never
had
watched
lots of
it.
international experience. I would be very good at that too. I don't know that I could win because that show
You
you
could
kind
with
of
me.
run into
You could
some.
you could take care of the geography. I could get us through the challenges.
Yeah, but the problem is some of those random, and I don't mean roadblocks like the show. I mean some of those actual roadblocks where you catch the wrong bus by accident or some whatever else. There's a little bit of randomness in that sometimes, which
Yeah.
can create a challenge.
Yeah, and the reason I would lose Traders is because every Traders, they have a couple things where it's like bugs and snakes and shit, and I'd be like, I'm out, not doing any of this.
Not only could I win Trader, I would win it as a trader.
Well, yeah.
I'd fool them all, Jimmy.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd much rather be a trader than than a
faithful,
faithful
100%.
because like you got to guess if somebody like no, I want to just be a trader.
Jimmy, the
So
news doesn't even know what reality show you're talking about. I tried Googling it 3 different times, blindfolded, dropped in locations. It has no idea what show you're talking about.
I'll figure
We'd
it out.
love to know at some point.
Jimmy, while you're searching that, now it's time. Now give us your UFC picks.
All right, let me do that before I find a pointless reality show. So I lied a little bit earlier because I am going to take Pratis minus 122, but it almost feels like a bad bet because I think he was minus 198 when it kicked. The only thing that I can think is the Australians are going nuts betting this. I'm assuming it's legal in Australia. Don't know for sure, but everybody's betting JDM. Now, do some research. I haven't done it yet. I'll do it before the fight to find out if Pratis is dealing with some sort of injury. The problem is most of the time they keep that really under wraps. They don't let that information out because they don't want the opponent to have, to have any inside info on what to target.
May I ask you a quick question related to that? Is it not like the NFL in some way where you have to like declare an injury? What can you talk about the rules to that?
You don't declare shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope, nothing like that. So we'll figure out what's happening. But Carlos Pratis at even money, it's not even money, it's minus 122, but it's about as close as you're going to get. He touches people and they go to sleep. JDM is probably he is the better boxer, but he's not a one-punch guy. He's a volume guy. And I think Pratis is probably better on the ground, and he hits harder. And if he hits you with the left, he hits you with an elbow, he hits you with the spinning back fist, you're going down. You're going out.
Why are they calling it a pick 'em then?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Minus 120 to plus 110, like that's weird.
Yeah. Greg's logic would tell you to bet JDM. I'm going to tell you that's wrong. I think Carlos Pratis wins this fight. I think all the money's coming in on the hometown guy, and I don't fully understand it. Now, he could outpoint him. That's possible, but let's just for fun look at what the odds are. So minus 175 is the KO. So if you wanted to go and bet a knockout at minus 175, okay, but chances are if somebody gets knocked out, it's JDM. It's not going to be Pratis. All right, so that tells me that they think he's going to knock Jack out. So I go back to that. Like it's plus 150 is a decision. Take Pratis at minus 122. Don't overthink it.
You know what I shouldn't have overthink tonight, and I should have listened to the guys on VSiN. Do you know what? And if you don't, it's fine. Not a lot of people do, and I'll educate our audience because I love them to know the gambling terms. Do you know what an around the world bet means with Jimmy in the NBA?
I don't.
It means first quarter, first half game. And people were saying on VSiN, Knicks around the world tonight, greatest bet ever. And my God,
they're right on.
They're up 133 to 78.
What was the odds on it?
Oh, if you parlay it around the world, you get probably 5-1.
5-1.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
No, you're good. My only other play for the night is going to be a little interesting one.
I'm going the other way, by the way, on that fight. I'm going JDM. I think the odds are too weird, and I'm just going straight money line.
I know, and I don't blame you for it, but I think people are overthinking this.
Wait, you're going against I was taking a piss. You're going against JDM. That's your guy.
No, Pratis is my guy.
No, JD. You've had
he's going
JDM
against JDM.
We won money on JDM before, but Pratis.
That's what I'm saying.
Pratis is the guy. Pratis is the guy. Carlos Pratis is the guy. The nightmare. We've bet on Pratis more than anybody else. He's our guy. He knocks people out by just
who's the fighting nerd?
Pratis.
Then.
Yeah, he's the fighting. He's awesome. Yeah, in my opinion, he's the best fighting nerd right now.
The good news is I'm just looking at this now, Jimmy. I apologize, but the good news is I can have my coffee and watch the fight.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's on at 9:15 in the morning, so you might actually watch it.
Terrible job by the UFC, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's in Australia. It's the other side of the world.
That's total insanity.
Yeah. So here's my other bet. Tai Tuivasa versus Louis Sutherland. It's somebody's getting knocked out. This fight is not going the distance. It's minus 300. Here's where it gets interesting. And it's only interesting because this is another situation where I can't pronounce their names. But Quillan Sakalid, I believe it is. I've watched some highlights. I try to remember how to pronounce it. Still can't. Versus Daruish, which I always have trouble with his last name. It's minus 485. Daruish is on his way out. He had one nice win a couple fights ago, but then he got knocked out. Anyway, I'm taking the KO in the Tuivasa fight and the money line on Sakalid, or Sakalid, or however the fuck you pronounce it.
Back up.
Yeah, and it gets you minus 167. But I think this is a home run because there's no way Dariush wins the fight. And I don't see a world in which these two heavyweights that just throw leather and have bad defense possibly get to the end of this fight.
Research
right?
Tuivasa's by KOT.
Yeah. I guess somebody could get knocked down and get submitted, but it's not going to be a decision. So I know you're laying a little bit at minus 167, but that's my parlay of the night. So those will be my two bets. That parlay and Carlos the Nightmare Pratis is going to get a title fight. We'll see if Makachev can hold him down. He probably can because he just holds everybody down. But he can get knocked out, and he can get knocked out by
The research
process.
says Darush and
I know.
Southfield, the line's too wide. There's too much unknown. That's what
I
they're
can't
saying.
even tell you how happy I am. I took the 76ers tonight with the 6.5.
This is what I know.
Did you
They
take
don't
Knicks
put-
plus 60?
Who? No,
Knicks plus
Should've.
60?
I should.
Holy
Yeah, no.
shit.
should've-
Talk
me the
about
Hawks.
pumping up your odds.
Yeah, if you had the
Minus
Hawks
60.
plus 70, you might be a winner tonight, everyone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, this is my thing with the Darush fight. It's the co-main event. They know Protez could get JDM. They got to throw you a gimme for one of the Australian boys, and this is it.
I agree. That's a sensible thing.
All right. Is that it for the UFC?
That's it for the UFC this week.
All right. It's time. I know you've all been waiting for it. It's the greatest Saturday in sports. The fastest 2 minutes in sports, Jimmy. It's the Kentucky Derby.
That's going to be the slowest
going to-
25 minutes.
And we're going to Churchill Downs. And I got to tell you, Ryan, you better write this down because you and the wife have been betting the ponies. You better start listening. The worst thing ever happened to me. I bought into Twin Spires. They had a great promotion. They were doing a $10 back on win bets all week at Churchill. And I got off to, boys, you'll be proud. I got off to a hot start. And I've been killing it. I played in a tournament, actually, on Sunday and did the show proud. I placed second in the Churchill Downs Challenge. Couldn't come in first, but I came in second. It's a nice little payout. Basically, how it works is you put $100 up, 40 goes into a prize pool, 60 is your bankroll, and that's how you score. Whatever bankroll, whoever has the most money due to your bets at the end, that's how you win. So I came in second, so that was good. Before we get to the run for the Roses, do you know what happens tomorrow? It's the 145th running of the Phillies and the Kentucky Oaks. The run for the Lilies.
For the Lilies.
This race is wide open. And for the first time, and I don't know why they chose to do this, they're starting a little bit later tomorrow, and they're going to run it under the lights. It's like an 8:50, or not 8:50, it's 8-something post. So it's going to be under the lights in Kentucky tomorrow. Race is wide open. Here's our top contenders. The number 2, Zany, ultra-talented daughter of American Pharaoh.
I know that name. I know something.
Daughter of American Pharaoh, suffered a setback last time. It was second in the Ashland at Keeneland. That was the latest start it had. I like it, but I'm going to try to beat the 2. That's going to probably be your favorite going off. The 4, another contender, Counting Stars, has never been running better right now. Trained by Mark Cassie. Had a pair of ideal prep races in advance for this, the Kentucky Oaks. This is a daughter of Honor AP. It's going to love the distance here as we move to a 1 1/8 over a surface where she broke her maiden. So I like Counting Stars to have a chance here. The number 5, Meaning, is another one that's probably going to go off as a top choice. Daughter of Gunrunner. It's 2 for 2 this season. Trained by Michael McCarthy. I think this horse has good gate speed. Could get off. Could be one of the front runners. Juan Hernandez has the assignment here. Good jockey. Definitely a contender. The 9, Always a Runner. Trained by Chad Brown, who you know I love. 2 for 2 in career starts. I think this, by the way, Jimmy, I just got back in his chair. Always a Runner, purchased for 7 figures. So I'm sure Chad Brown's hoping he's got a shot here since he paid over $1 million for this horse. Good energy here, and I think she'll be right there in the stretch, and you got Jose Ortiz on board. The number 10. You know the business I'm in. You know the business Ryan's in. Jimmy Bale, it's fine. We give him, it's fine. He's doing a good job over there, doing the thing with the sofas. It's prom season, Ryan. I'm going to go for the prom queen. Why would you not want to be with the queen? The number 10 prom queen. This is my top choice. Huge chance here. Huge chance. I think this filly, trained by Brad Cox, Javier Castellano on board, I think this is our winner of the race. I think she's going to sit just off the pace, and she's going to come late. I think this is going to be our winner. I think her biggest competition is going to be the one right behind her, the 11. Upstart filly here, visually impressive when you look at her. She's got the build. She was very good in the Ashland, and that's why people don't be shocked if the 11 Percy's Bar, Jimmy, goes off maybe as our favorite over Zany the 2. Here's my plays in the Oaks. I'm going to give you a few here. The simple one is a $25 win place. That's my base bet on Prom Queen. Then I'm going to go with a $10 exacta key box. Here's what that means, Ryan. Tell the wife. You key the 10 Prom Queen. Means the 10 can come in first or second. You follow? And 14 have to be the other one or two, and you win the key box. It's an $80 bet. $10 key box. Key the 10 with 4, 9, 11, 14.
I just can't wait for Jimmy to post these on Twitter. And
Please
if he
do,
doesn't, then I'm
He's not even writing
calling
them
you
down.
at
That's the
7:45 in the
worst
morning like I did
part.
last time.
Listen to the show. Dollar try. I want you to know I hit both of these last year, which I'm going to give out. I hit the dollar try on the Oaks. This is a $40 bet this year. I like 9, 10, meaning the 9 or 10 have to win. Over. This is your second place. 2, 4, 9, or 11. 2, 4, 9, 10, or 11. Excuse me. Have to come in second. Over. 12, 14. It's a $40 bet. We hit it last year for $1, and it returned about $900. Jimmy, he didn't write it down at all. So the fans are going to have to listen because Jimmy's not going to post it, apparently.
I actually listened back, so I'll know it when I listen back.
My dollar super for the Oaks. It's a $45 bet. I got 9, 10, 11, meaning the 9, 10, or 11 have to win the race. Over for second place. We need 4, 9, 10, or 11 to come in second. Here's why I made it a little cheaper. I'm singling the 2 to come in third. The 2 has to show. So we need the 2 to come in third. That's how I kept the ticket cheap at 45. And then for fourth place, we get the 1, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, or 12. It's a $45 bet.
For those of you
Okay.
who don't understand what he's talking about, basically you're putting like a chunk on each person and it multiplies. It's like a multiplier in slots, basically. Is that what you're saying? That's what I remember
Well,
you.
because you're playing 45 different combinations. You have to 1, 2, 3, and 4. First, second, third, and fourth.
Right.
You have to hit all. You have to pick it exactly.
Right.
But we're putting 45 combinations
But
in.
you get options, and as you pick more options, obviously the odds go down, but you pay more.
Correct.
And that's
You're
not not great. You want to balance the two things.
because you're betting more combinations.
Right.
All right. Now it's time for the Derby, the main event, Jimmy. This race is also wide open. Top contenders. So here's the thing. Poor Mike Rapoli, who's a New York guy. Todd Pletcher trains Renegade. Renegade, powerful horse, son of Into Mischief. This was the Derby favorite, right? This was going to be the guy. He might still go off the favorite. Irad Ortiz is riding him. Best jockey in the world. Here's the problem. If Mike Rapoli didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. He drew the 1. He's on the rail. He's not a speed horse. You got to, in my opinion, you got to throw him out because of the draw. Because here's what's going to happen. They're going to break out of the gate, and when you're in a 20-horse race and you're the 1, they're going to crush down on you, meaning Irad is going to have to pull him up, set him back, and move over, and then probably try to have to pass 19 other horses. For me, I don't think Renegade can win. Do I think he's the best horse in the field? I do. But I don't think he can win, and I'm throwing him out. I don't think he can win this race because of the draw. Other people might want to take a chance on him because he's the most talented horse. By the way, Celtics down 17. Not me. I'm throwing Renegade out. Then we'll go to the 6. This is a horse I think has a big shot. Commandment. I love the horses coming off the Florida circuit. I think the Florida Derby was probably the best race. Love Commandment here, trained by Brad Cox. I think he could be the favorite at post time. The number 8. He's a 15-1 morning line horse. And let me give you the updated odds. Right now, So Happy has been bet down to 6-1. I think he'll float up a little bit more before post time. He is 15-1. He's out of Run Happy. He's out of Run Happy. He was the winner of the Santa Anita Derby, but Santa Anita Derby wasn't as good of a prep race as it normally is. Mike Smith's aboard. I like So Happy here to maybe get a piece of the board. Now we're going to get into the horses who I think I can really win this race. You heard me talk about him when we started getting into horses a little bit for the prep races for the Derby. We didn't do too much on it this year, which we should have done more. That's my bad. I love the Puma. The Puma rally to take the Tampa Bay Derby. Couple races back. He was second in the Florida Derby, very, very close to Commandment. I love the Puma here, drawing the 9. He's got a great post position. I think the son of Essential Quality, Jimmy, here has a big shot. The other one here. 10-1. And right now, he's 9-1. He's been bet down. Junior Alvarado on board. It's a William Mott horse. Chief Wallaby. He won his debut on January 10th, ran a huge race in the Fountain of Youth. And I remember the commentator, as he was winning the Fountain of Youth, said, "This is your Kentucky Derby winner." I think he's a major player. I think you're going to get a good price on him. I am going with the Chief. He's going to be my top selection. I'm going with Chief Wallaby here, the 12. Junior Alvarado on board. I think Chief Wallaby, the 12, is going to be your winner of the Kentucky Derby. The other two that I wrote down, though, that have a shot here is Emerging Market, who has been bet down, I believe. He was 15-1. He's been bet down to 11-1. Flavian Pratt's on board. Great jockey. It's a Chad Brown horse. Chad Brown, to me, greatest trainer in the world. He's out of Candy Ride. He's got great pedigree. I think Emerging Market is going to come late. I think he's got a shot here. And then the other horse, I think, might get a piece of the board here. Another Brad Cox horse. Terrible draw, Ryan. The 18 position. The 18 post is not a great post. Further Ado is a great horse, great talent. Hate his draw, just like Renegade. I think he gets maybe a piece, but I don't think he can win. He won the Bluegrass, no problem. But this gun runner, he's out of gun runner. I don't think he can get the job done out of the 18 post. So for me, I'm rolling with Chief Wallaby, the 12. So here's my plays in the Derby. Give me the 12, $50 win place. I don't know what you just said, but I'll look at it in a minute, Jimmy. But give me $50 win place on the 12. I'm doing another key box. Give me the 12 with 6, 8, 9, 15, 18. It's a $100 bet. So you key the 12, meaning 12 can come in first or second with a combo of any of those other horses. Nobody wanted to play these last year, as I said them. So I won both last year. I gave them out on this show. You can go back and listen to it. Dollar try bet here for me. I like the 6, 9, 12 over 6, 8, 9, 12, 15 over 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18. It's a $48 bet. That's a dollar try. Now, here's the big one. Jimmy wasn't paying attention at all last year. I gave it out on this show last year. It was a $54 bet this year. Last year. Jimmy, this year I'm going $88. Last year I gave it out for $54 and it returned $1,600. You didn't play it. It's fine. You didn't listen. I played it. But here's my super. 6, 12 over 6, 8, 9, 12, 15 over 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18 over 1, 4, 14, 18. $88. Dollar super. And the reason I give these out is because people who bet the Derby, this is what they want. They want to bet a couple $100 and win a couple thousand. Right? That's what people do in the Derby. They don't bet much throughout the horse year. They want to bet a couple $100 and walk away a big winner. What I gave you tonight on the Derby, is it going to win? Probably not. But if it does, you're going to walk away with a few thousand for your couple $100 investment. That's my horse racing takes, boys. Anything you have to add? I'm sure you don't, but I'll throw it to you in case you do.
Not at this point.
I don't.
Nothing on the Derby?
I don't, but I will say that I think your point, because sometimes your gambling points are very Greg-based, right? Not the general public. I think you nailed this one, that the Derby's a big day. People that don't watch horse racing regularly watch the Derby. And right, why wouldn't you put a couple $100 on it to make the big thing? Well, you don't bet horse racing all the time. You're not trying to make a $50 bet to win $50. Bet $200, the chance to catch a big ticket. That's like, why would you not do that if you're going to watch the Derby and have a few cocktails?
Right. 100%. And that's why I kind of put it together. And look, you can write these down for you, and especially for Ryan, because I know him and the wife play every once in a while.
We play on these for sure.
There's a couple other plays I play every Derby season because I think they're fun. I play the 50-cent pick 3, which you got to bet as an advance tomorrow because you play the Oaks, which is tomorrow's last race at Kentucky Derby, the Turf Classic, which is the race before the Kentucky Derby, and the Kentucky Derby, which means you have to pick the winner in all three. It's a 50-cent wager. It usually pays pretty good every year, especially if you can get a price. I put together a $60 ticket. Here's what I like in the Oaks. I like the 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. I'm going a little deep because I want to move on to Saturday, obviously, right? And then in the Turf Classic, I like 6, 7, 9, 10. And in the Derby, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15. It's a $60 ticket. If it hits, it's going to pay way more than $60.
Just roughly, what is that? 5x, 50x?
It depends what kind of prices you get. It could
I
pay
know, I'm just
$90.
wondering.
It could pay $900.
Okay.
And my favorite bet, which I will play, I've already put it in. I already have it in pocket because I bet it advanced. So as long as nobody scratches, it's a $96 bet. It's the Derby Day Turf Pick 4. I love turf races because anything can happen, Jimmy. So it's the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, and 11th. It's a $96 ticket. If you care, here's who I have. In race 5, I have the 3 in 6 through 10. In race 7, I have 2, 3, 7, 8. In race 9, I have the 4 and 12. And in the 11th, once again, I have 6, 7, 9, 10. It's a $96 ticket. If we get the right combinations here, it could pay 4 figures easily. That's the great thing about tomorrow and Saturday at Churchill Downs. The pools are tremendous. And I don't mean this as an insult. It's just the truth. People go, they have no clue what they're doing. They bet names, they bet numbers, they bet colors, they bet all that bullshit. So if you know what you're doing, stay the course, and you're going to make a little bit of money, because even the favorites or the second choice or the third choice, you're going to get a good price because so much money are in the win pools, the exacta pools, the trifecta pools, and the superfecta pools, because people are just betting, like I said, names, number combinations, and all that bullshit.
So if I'm explaining what you're saying, you're basically saying that the sharps are one thing, but the not so sharps that have some idea what they're doing have a better chance in this because there's lots of dumbasses in this.
There's a lot of dead money in the pools, but what I always say on days like this, anybody can win the Derby. We saw it with Strike Rich a couple of years ago at 90 to 1 or 80 to whatever the fuck he was.
Yeah.
Rich Strike. I mean, anyone can win. These are good horses.
Yeah, they're all good, right?
But
Even the 25 that aren't there.
you're going to get people who, like Jimmy, I'll just throw it out. I can't remember off the top of my head. What's the address? Don't give your street, but what's the number of your house?
208.
So people might bet, they can't bet but maybe they bet a 2-8 exacta. I'm 126. Maybe, people go and bet the 126 trifecta every time. That's my address. So I'm just going to bet the 126.
Yeah.
Or they like the name.
Their birthday,
or their birthday.
8.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think I still am sticking with my pick tomorrow. But I think Prom Queen could get bet down a little bit because of the name. I think people are going to like Prom Queen. I think they're going to like the 10 because 10's a nice popular number. I think they're going to like the purple flag because the purple is the 10. So we could get a little lower price on Prom Queen because of that, but I'm still betting her because I think she's the best horse in the race. All right. That's what I got for you for the Derby, the Oaks. Hopefully we make some money this year. We made some money last year. I'm going to throw it back to Jimmy. It's NBA time. Right now, predictions in the NBA. We know the Knicks are moving on. I don't know if the Celtics are going to win at home when they have to try to close this series out Saturday. I like the Knicks right now to win the East.
I got to tell you, I wasn't confident going into the playoffs. But if I take my fan hat off and my pessimism, I think the Knicks look like the most complete team right now. And I think there's good reason they got this done in 6. They're the first team to move on. They're not going to get a big rest over everyone else, but they're going to be okay. Mike Brown made some really nice adjustments between games. Ball's rolling through Cat instead of being in Brunson's hands all the time, and he's making the right decision. I think the Knicks look really good. Detroit was their kryptonite in the regular season. They just crushed them, but this is the playoffs, and Detroit certainly looks vulnerable. So, yeah, I got to tell you, I think this is the Knicks' year to do it. I see no other reason. I see no reason why not.
Yeah, I don't blame. I would feel the same way if I were you.
Yeah, and I didn't, right? I didn't when it was 2-1. I didn't feel that way, but they've clearly bounced back. They've whooped their ass 3 games in a row. It wasn't close, and and now we're ready to go. And I think in the West, I don't see how it's not OKC. Unfortunately, I don't. San Antonio maybe. Denver, if they get there, I don't have a lot of faith in. Hey, they're down by a point now. They just turned the ball over poorly again. If they get by this series, I think they're done. I don't know. I think it's OKC. I think you're going to have an OKC Knicks final.
I don't think you're wrong. Yeah, I saw Nuggets down 6 early, but I don't.
It's early.
I'm not too worried about that. I just put a sizable play in. I want to know your thoughts, and I got 8-1 on it. Knicks to win the Eastern Conference, and the Avs to win the Western Conference in the NHL. I got 8-1.
Not bad. Hockey makes me more nervous because we talk anything can happen, but I like it. I think 8-1's great odds.
I mean, the Avs are Jimmy. You watched them in the first round, right? I mean, they're ridiculously good.
They're very good.
I mean, and they have like I said, they have a goalie.
Yeah.
NHL, real quick.
One seems like a solid play there.
Yeah, I think that's good. By the way, up 19 Celtics, 19. I'm going to root so hard, Ryan, for the Sixers. I can't even tell you.
We
Jimmy.
heard that. You're mad. I get it. It's
Jimmy.
weird that you're mad at your home team.
I don't know what we have in the who you got account, but it's got to go on the Knicks in the second round. All in.
Knicks.
All in right now. That's the order.
We might fund it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been following Jimmy, but I was listening to my guy today too. Well, the loot might be coming in on Saturday. We might be getting that first bet, and then the second bet should win.
Awesome.
15-1.
Fantastic.
But the loot's got to win, and we need one team to lose, and they make the playoffs.
Here's what's crazy at the stat line tonight. Embiid is 4 of 14 for 13 points, and they're still whooping their ass. That's shocking.
They suck. The Celtics can't. If they don't hit threes, they suck.
They're playing an 8-man rotation in Philadelphia.
Ryan, they've
got 4 points off the bench.
I was going to say they have 12 points. 12 points in the third quarter. 12.
It's not good.
Me and you, I could score 12 at
Yeah,
40. At 45.
I followed your advice. I've been watching Minnesota, the hockey.
Yeah, good for you. It was very nice of the Knicks to take it a little bit light on the Hawks in the fourth quarter, by the way, Jimmy. So
They did. I will say, I know you just started talking about hockey, but that Pittsburgh loss the other night, forgetting the loss, or I don't care
Wild
anything,
to score, Jimmy.
it was
the
a
end of the
really
buddy.
fun overtime. My goodness, it was fun. The third period was amazing.
It's the end of the Stars. I mean, it's the end of
The only games I've watched closely were the Tampa games, and was not great last night. The whole third period, they had like a 14-minute period where they had 2 shots on goal.
Well, like I was talking about last
bad.
time, the person I know that plays is in high school, and it's a level. It's a serious. Oh my God, that's a great goal. I'm that much behind Greg, but it is really unbelievable to watch these guys now that we have TVs that can follow the puck without that stupid blue line from 20 years ago, and it's HD and 4K and 8K and OLED and whatever. Man, you can really watch this game, and it's no different than basketball. You can see the puck, and the fact that these guys predict, you'll watch these. It's almost like one-time passes times 4. We all played NHL 94. That was the greatest game ever made.
Greatest game ever.
Excellent.
But now you can watch that game being played, and the fact that they can make 3 or 4 one-time passes and score or do whatever, it is crazy fast how good a product they put out. I'm not going to get into this argument of who watched more what. Obviously, we know the NFL's king, and this should be second if it's not. But
Agree.
it is a crazy product to watch. The goalkeepers are amazing. The forwards and defensemen, everybody's gotten bigger and faster and stronger. Really enjoyable.
No,
I wish the
agreed.
Whalers were still around.
All right. I wrote this one down to end because we're getting closer and closer and closer, and we're going to have to start making predictions soon. But World Cup. Does the U.S. make a little bit of a charge on our soil, Jimmy, or are they just going to disappoint as normal? Because I'll be honest with you, I've been Charlie Brown in the football with U.S. soccer for years, where I'm like, all right, we got to win this game, and I'll bet them against like Jamaica, and we'll lose to Jamaica somehow. It's like I can't. Do you think they make a run on U.S. soil, or do you think absolutely not?
Doubtful. What's the farthest we've ever made it?
I think it was the quarterfinals when it was here, right? Or was it semis? It was
Quarters.
semis.
We never made the semis, I don't believe, but I can fact check right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I doubt it. It'd be awesome if we did, but I'm going to say no.
The answer is yes, but only once in 1930 in Uruguay, and we lost 6-1 to Argentina.
There you go.
What? How far did we go last time it was on U.S. soil?
Quarters.
99?
No, quarters is right. Whatever that was.
It was quarters, right?
We made it to quarters. I know that.
Yeah.
But we have no chance. Let's be real. We're plus 4,000 to 5,000. There's no way we're beating the likes of Spain, France,
do we make?
England.
Do we make?
No. Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, Germany, Netherlands. Like, there's just too many teams.
Okay, so where do they get eliminated? Do they get through group stage or no?
Yeah.
Listen, the group is brutal, right? We've watched the groups be drawn before. You never know. I mean, if they end up with France and England, they're done. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. And I forget, honestly, how many teams the whole picking goes through. I think it's like 65 or something like that, whatever the number. But if you get group with two, let's call it top 10s, we're done.
Well, I had to break it to you. The groups have been out for months, so I can
Oh,
tell
they
you
have?
who the. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Don't hate to break it to me. Just let me know. Who gives a shit about football when all this other stuff's going on?
Well, I mean, it is the World Cup.
Oh, my God. I watch it all. I actually watch every game.
So,
Yeah.
No, I watch every game. I record them all.
so it's us, Paraguay,
Well, that was drawn in the hotel. You're right.
Australia, and Turkey is the group.
So we have a pretty good chance of getting through that, right? Turkey's tough. Say it one more time. Sorry. I'm not looking at it yet.
Let me get to the futures here. I'm trying to get.
No, give me the group one more time.
It is us, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey.
So Paraguay's difficult. Turkey is kind of the next tier.
We are favored to win the group. Paraguay is actually the third choice. Turkey's number 2.
Yeah, but both those teams have historically been average and better than average. You know what I mean? They're not monsters.
I hear you, but we're minus 900 to get out of this group. Minus 900.
Listen, as much as I want to bet against other things, the USA Soccer has failed at every moment they could. They have not done well. They've kind of been the hockey team that, or they've been the Celtics of the NBA. They're winning despite you, but they're actually not winning, and they're not spiting us. They actually suck most of the time.
It's us for it. It seems like it's us and Turkey to get out of that group. We're plus 120. Turkey's plus 200.
I wouldn't bet that personally, but
I think they got
it in soccer.
For no reason other than I think so.
I agree. I think they move on.
I
So
don't
they
want to
can-
look up their records and do some research and waste some time on a team I don't actually care about. I actually care about a lot of other World Cup teams, just enjoying watching the great players play together. But man, we have just failed whenever we could on the soccer
I
field.
think we reached the at least the round of 16 plus 125.
I think that's total insanity, but you do you.
It's one win.
I know.
If we get to the round of 32, they have to win one playoff.
I know, but they just don't do it. I don't know what to tell you. I've watched so many of those games. That's why I'm frustrated. Like in general, I want us to do well. I'm a patriot, so to speak, just like the hockey conversations we had. I wanted the U.S. to win those hockey games, but
The hockey one's stupid.
no, I'm just
because
saying from a patriot point of view, right? I want us to win, but I just don't believe we would. If I'm putting money down, it's not going on that. Almost ever.
I think they're going to make the round of 16. That's where I think they get eliminated.
Tell me one soccer player you know right now.
I fucking couldn't.
Pulisic's the only one I got, and he's like 32 now. If he's still playing, and I'm not even certain of that. And that's the problem, right? You've got these international players that play in the EPL. Times, England's got, 9 of them on the roster. Brazil even sends people there. Germany, whoever, they all play in this English league together, the best of the best. And there's some times where they come out of other leagues, like that German league's pretty good. The Brazilian league's The Italian league's kind of low level. But, I mean, it's fun to watch that World Cup. Them getting together, the best of the best, and playing against each other. But it's not a USA type of winning situation. Not for
No.
your money. Certainly not for your mortgage.
I'm going to tell you they move. I'm going to tell you they get to at least the round of 16. Do you know
That means they got to win, dude. How
they gotta
many
win
years?
one knockout game.
I know.
One.
How many?
One.
I'm going to type it right now. How many USA Soccer World Cup knockouts have we won?
Hey, I actually just Googled that. The answer is who gives a shit. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You will. You will. Everybody will once we get to the World
We-
Cup.
of course they
Greg,
will, at
2
some point.
knockout wins ever, including their win in 1930. In 2002, they beat Mexico 2-0 in the round of 16 and lost to Germany 1-0 in the quarterfinals. That's as far as they've ever gone. They lost to Ghana in 2010 in the round of 16 with extra time. They lost to Belgium in 2014 in the round of 16. They lost to the Netherlands.
And
in the
Belgium
round...
was awesome that year.
Fine. They lost to the Netherlands in 2022. The point is, they have very little chance of doing that. So if there's good odds and the math works, and you feel like that kind of situation where we talked about in the UFC tonight, where you're always right about that, Hey, the odds are funny.
Because remember, this is the first time the World Cup's expanded. It's a 32, not a 16 anymore.
I mean,
So I think we can win one knockout game.
well, I'm looking lost.
You're looking at the,
Mexico in round of 16 in 2000.
you're only looking at round of 16s. We have a round of 32 now.
I understand what you're saying. I got it. But the point is, the competition's good. They're getting better. We're not getting that much better.
I mean, I believe we're ranked 11th or 12th in the world. Are we not?
Are we? I don't know.
Put
I
in
doubt it
FIFA
very much.
Put in FIFA World Rankings.
No, I got you. I'm on.
I would bet my left nut we're ranked in the top 16.
I wouldn't bet your left, but currently around 11 to 13, you got your nut back. Thank God.
There you go.
Jesus.
I said 11 to 12, did I not?
That's no, you said it, but don't say it. Don't bet your nuts on anything. What's wrong with you?
I'm that confident. I know what I'm talking about. I think we make the round of 16, and I wouldn't be shocked if we're in the quarterfinals. It's on U.S. soil.
Listen, I don't know. I'm a Patriot. I want them to win, but
Are
I'm not
you?
putting my money there. Not happening.
Do we make the quarterfinals? What are you
Yeah.
watching so intently?
I'm watching basketball because you guys are still talking soccer. We do the same debate for.
All right, well, look, give us your final words. It's been an hour and 51 minutes. We're done here tonight. Give me your final words.
My final words: Knicks look awesome. I'm a believer now. I'm not going to be a pessimist about my team. They look great. I called it. I'm not very often, but the Eastern Conference playoffs have been way more interesting than the Western Conference,
100%.
with the exception of the Timberwolves Nuggets series. The Western Conference. Well, you got to give Lakers and Houston some credit for the weird drama, but the Spurs and OKC were exactly what we thought it was going to be. Yes, it's been a great playoffs. Hockey's been great. Basketball's been great. Great time of year. Looking forward to next show. We'll see what the matchups are in round 2.
Ryan?
Very odd time. I got a lot going on in personal and professional. Really haven't had time to watch sports. Sounds weird. I'm doing some research as we go. My life is crazy. I'm enjoying sitting down for 10 minutes when I can, and with you gents, 2 hours while I can. So you're my priority.
All right. Here's my final words to everybody. And again, I'll post this tonight, so hopefully you listen to it tomorrow before Saturday. Do yourself a favor. Get a horse racing account. Bet the Derby. Have some fun on Saturday. It's a great sport. Hopefully it goes off without any problems. We don't have any injuries on Saturday. Hopefully it's a great day of racing. They run some great promos. Depends on what state you're in. Explore where you can bet. But the Kentucky Derby, take advantage of the bonuses. You'll get some free money. You'll get some free bets. You'll get some money back. Whatever it is, wherever you are, they're going to run some kind of promo for you. Bet the Derby. Have some fun. And then I think we're going to have a lot of Game 7s over the next few days. So enjoy the Game 7s. I think we're going to get some in the NHL. I think we're going to get some in the NBA. Obviously, we're headed to Boston for a Game 7. So I think we're going to have a fun weekend. I think the Sixers probably move on. I agree with Jimmy. I think the Knicks win the East. So I think you make that bet right now. It's dropped 70 cents since I said it 50 minutes ago. It's down to plus 330. Bet it now, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.